We're about to purge the unit. Now the purge unit, we want to turn the water onto the unit, of course, and then we need to release the air. So we'll release the air either by opening up the PTR valve and just letting the air run out of that, or we can turn a tap on in the house and run the unit till all the air is expelled and water comes out. So when water comes out of this, we can shut that off and the system's full and ready to go. Now the water's run till the tank's been purged. So you can see we've got water coming out of the PTR valve now. Now the second purge we've got to do on this, we've got to purge the heat pump unit. What we're doing is there's a pump in here which circulates the water from the heat pump to the tank and back again. We need to make sure that's properly purged. So underneath the unit you can see there's a little nut there. Well, we need to just turn that clockwise to undo it, and we'll release water. Just run it like that for about 3 seconds. It's enough. We know the pump's purged. There's no air coming out of that. We can close it off again. And now we've purged the heat pump. Right, we're done. We're connected. The system's been purged. It's been bled. The pump's been bled. We've got power to the unit. We've got power to the controller. The controller's live, ready to go. We now have to turn the unit on. The unit's not going to simply turn on by itself. There's no on button. It has to protect itself and do another purge. It's an internal purge of the heat pump unit. So to activate the internal purge, the bottom button here is the enter button. We push enter menu button. We push and hold that for 5 seconds until menu turns into purge, and then we let it go. We've now gone into purge mode, and it will do this for 5 minutes. Very soon you'll hear the pump. You can hear the pumpers come on the unit. That's the internal pump running, pushing any possible air that's remaining in the wet heat exchanger into the cylinder. It will do that for 5 minutes. Then it will stop and the system will activate an internal heat cycle. It'll then make sure it can maintain 63 degrees constant in the heat exchanger. When that happens, which may take 2 or 3 minutes, it will then fire up and the fan will come on properly. The reclaim unit is now working at full capacity. It's purged, it's maintained 63 degrees constant, and it's on 100%. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll be quiet for a minute, have a listen. 37 decibels, that's very quiet. Very quiet running unit, and working heating water now, delivering 63 degrees constant. The reclaim unit as a default option is option 1, which is 24/7 off the thermostat. As I said earlier, it has various other options. The homeowner here, Spencer, you don't have PV at the moment?
No.
But you will be getting it in the future?
That's correct.
When Spencer gets PV, he can change his option setting to option 4, which will give him 10 AM to 4 PM time, which will allow that PV power to feed into the unit and run it. At the moment now, how would you like to run your unit?
Off-peak.
Off-peak.
Yeah.
With the reclaim unit, we have that choice quite easy without having to get into the mechanism to change timer settings. We can do that through the controller just by pushing the menu button and then scroll till we get to option, enter. Option 2 is our off-peak setting, enter. We are done. The unit has now been set to run at off-peak. On the initial boost, it'll always boost the temperature. When it comes off now, it's going to do another check tonight at the off-peak time to see if we need a boost, and if it does, it'll come on. As easy as that with the reclaim unit. This unit we're put into option 2. If you're unsure if you've been successful getting into option 2, you can check. The middle button is called the temp button. When I push that, the temperature inside the tank at the sensor level will be displayed, and then after 3 or 4 seconds it'll flip to what option we're in. So we'll do that little check now. We can see our tank temperature is 10 degrees. We're heading from cold, so it's cold water temperature, and we are in option 2 as we set before, nice and easily.